So it's time to do remaining missions, which is Hippocrates missions. First, let's do Hippocrates missions. Once we do that, then we just do the main game. That's it. Getting close. I know the laborious ones.
I won't hurt you.
My life is already over. I'm nothing but my suffering.
There may still be hope if I can learn more.
Hippocrates, you know it's unwise to upset a patient.
He asks me to end his life when he knows I can't.
Messias, please help me. I'm in such terrible pain.
You cannot simply ask someone to kill you in my presence. I'm your physician. I will not allow it. I can ease your pain, analyze your symptoms, and try to cure you. But that's all.
Life is about choice, and we should all be able to choose for ourselves when we leave this world.
And I will. Once I know my family's future is secured.
Secured how?
My family is one of the richest in Thebes, and we have many rivals. When I die, my son will become the head of our house. He's just a boy. I need to ensure they can't take advantage of my death.
I'll deal with your rivals, and give your son a fighting chance.
Thank you, Misthias. If you steal their assets, it will weaken their position and prevent them from posing a threat to my family. That will buy my son time.
Stealing isn't normally what I'm paid for.
If doing this helps bring him some semblance of peace, I will pray for Tiki to watch over.
No, 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 no! Shit! I've done what you asked. Your family's
You have given me hope that my name will live on long after I'm gone. All I...
You don't owe me a thing. Really.
Now, it pains me to ask.
I know what you want to ask.
This disease will claim me.
Hippocrates won't just let me kill you.
No, but he listened to you. I don't want to slowly waste away. I want to die in peace, while my family remembers me in a good light.
I'll talk to him for you.
I appreciate your help. You've shown me more kind... Now...
If you have a moment.
He seems to be resting...
Yes, you helped ease his mind, but he'll never truly be at peace until he takes his last breath.
When will that be?
It's hard to tell. Judging by his symptoms, I can lessen his pain. But to do so, I'll need some hemlock.
I'll collect the ingredients you need.
Thank you. It won't stop the pain entirely.
He doesn't want to feel better. He wants to die with some dignity.
True dignity would be fighting through this, so I can analyze his symptoms further.
He wants to die and he's in pain. You should respect his right to choose instead of treating him like an experiment. What you're doing is wrong.
I will not be lectured on the morality of my work by a sellsword. I have a responsibility, like all healers, to use my knowledge for the betterment of others.
I'll get the hemlock you need. Up! Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh my god. Jesus. Fucking ripped apart there.
Let us hunt together. That's what I'm looking for. Ella. I got the hemlock you wanted.
Thank you. I know this task was a little beneath you, but it will help my friend here. I've prepared the elixir.
I think I can handle that.
Be mindful of the amount you add. While the hemlock is an excellent pain inhibitor, too much can be lethal.
Just as the doctor ordered. He seems to be calmer now.
The potion is working. With what I learn here, I could help many more who still have a chance at life.
Good luck, Hippocrates. I hope our paths cross again in the future.
Done. Nope.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Oh, Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle Bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Cassandra.
I suppose if the Eagle Bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat. Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses. But not like they do in athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have Elotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! Yeah! And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
The secret is, by teaching a skill to someone else...
You'll have to show me your...
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view.
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Ikaros? Yes, he likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
If you don't mind being watched, I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? You know, Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, you know what Zeus is especially good at.
If you have that kind of talent, just call me Pandora. Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Cassandra.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such
You might be right.
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Cassandra.
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Ella.
Magistrate Xanthi told me that you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Elotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus.
I'll find out what's happening.
Oh, thank Zeus.
I'll go talk with...
Mis Dios.
Here. Your master claims this blight is the will of the gods. What do you think?
Sometimes crops fail. Could be dry soil, could be insects. It's a shame about the donkey. He was more crucial to the farm's success than the master. Or you, for that matter.
How can I make clearing the ground easier?
The hoe I'm using is falling apart. I have to fix the blade every few swings. Something more sturdy would make it go faster.
It's not like you're shackled to this patch of land. What's preventing you from getting a new hoe?
Have you ever been beaten so hard you lose hearing in one of your ears? That's what happened last time I went to market without permission.
Oh, of course. I'll look for one. Here you go.
You're all right for a stranger.
Thank you. Mauled to death. May your journey across the Styx be a more peaceful end than this. Debris might be getting stuck in this net. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman. Don't look like the knife wounds of a man. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste.
What the hell is going on here? What's going on here? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's taking forever.
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Cassandra. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I don't know. Maybe I should look some more.
Accusing a king is not something you can take back. Make sure you're absolutely ready.
are the eagle bearer.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. Mates,
Where do I...
they've heard of the eagle.
It's an Odric.
My children are waiting beside me.
I know the story well, of course, but...
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many
Good to know.
Oh. Ah.
Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Gather round and listen, children, while I spin you the yarn of Perseus. The great god of the sea, Poseidon, visited a mortal woman, Sarah, a fisherman's daughter. The god of the sea frolicked with her in the shape of a dolphin, and she knew his love.
Ugh. Is this a kissing story?
Relax, I'm just setting it up. Soon, Sarah gave birth to a child, the half-blood hero Perseus.
I thought Perseus' mother's name was Danae, like my sister.
Yeah, and his father was Zeus.
Well, that's true in some versions. Anyway, at some point, baby Perseus fell off a boat and almost drowned. A kindly old couple, Amphitryon and Alcmene, found Perseus in the sea and brought him to their farm in Smalpolis, taking him as their son.
What about his mom, my namesake?
Shh, listen. Hera was angry, though, and sent snakes to kill the baby. But Perseus was too strong, and he strangled the snakes in his crib, revealing his godly nature.
That doesn't sound right.
There are different ways to tell the story, you know.
And this story is for the crows?
The cruel king of Seriphos, Dictys' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry the girl, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Dictys couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I would keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster.
I knew it!
Shh, I knew it too.
Perseus figured out what he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram, said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by the gods, and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb.
Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the vorpal sword from mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlebas!
No!
Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlebas' killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katovlebas' head in it. Then flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken. He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
Wait, the what? What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Don't you mean the sea monster Ketos?
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
That was not all. Hades appears, with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox, and kills Andromeda, and tries to kill Perseus. Huh? But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle, and Andromeda doesn't die.
You're telling it wrong!
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses. So, instead, Zeus brings Andromeda back to life because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Evil Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
Is there something you need? Good to see you.
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back?
Of course.
You make your mind. Are you sure you...
I'm sure.
I'll get...
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the Air Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
I brought home a wreath for Sparta. Though I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces. You have nothing to worry about.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the Air Force?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
Archidamos. Sparta must be rid of you before it's too late.
What are you talking about? How dare you stand in the presence of kings and make such accusations?
Patience, Archidamos. Present your proof.
Archidamos is a member of the cult of Cosmos and a traitor to Sparta.
The cult of what? Ridiculous! What proof could you possibly have?
Your proof is right there. You know he's guilty.
This isn't proof of anything. Ephos should only be called upon for serious matters. This lack of evidence is a waste of our time and disrespectful to the thrones of Sparta. The accuser should be made an example of for all other reckless fools.
I taught her poorly. Punish me as her mother instead.
We gave you every chance to prove yourself. Invited you back for a royal audience. And this is how you repay us? What say you, Archidamos?
Cassandra and Marini of Agiad, your names are cursed. May the Cryptia hunt you, and the Elotes scrape the meat from your bones!
Agreed. A wise ruling. Too bad you don't have a mask or a black cloak to save you this time.
You were there. In Delphi. Mater, Pausanias revealed himself before I was dragged out of there.
So he is the cultist king. It would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself. There's Pausanias. Malaka.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere. Greece is finally free of your influence.
Cassandra! You are condemned to be hanged!
I was wrong to accuse you. It was Pausanias plaguing Sparta and its territories.
What a disgrace! First you accuse me, and now Pausanias? Where is he?
I watched him die.
You murdered him?
Yes. I found proof he was a member of the cult of Cosmos. Undeniable proof. This letter was written and signed by Pausanias' own hand, outlining the progress of their plans in Sparta.
What is this cult of Cosmos? You've mentioned them over and over, as if I should know.
They're a secret group with one goal: to seize power. And they are using this war to strengthen their position.
I find it difficult to think Pausanias was using Sparta this whole time. We've ruled together for years. I'll speak with the F-Force to confirm what you say. But if it's true, you deserve to be called a Spartan citizen once more. And of course, your family home is yours again.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes?
Should you decide to rule Sparta yourself, at least let me face you in battle.
I'm not made for ruling, my king.
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. It did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Brasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
It sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Deimos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in his path.
If Deimos is in Pylos, we have to stop him.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste...
Alexios is in Pylos. You have to bring him back, Cassandra.
Bring him back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I can't do it. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but he's too far gone.
That can't be true. You both have the same blood coursing through your veins.
There's nothing we can do. He sees us as nothing more than obstacles in his path.
You can't just give up on family so easily. You didn't give up on me.
We haven't been a family since I was thrown from that mountain. I won't pretend that bringing Deimos back will unmake the past.
You're giving up on your own brother. On us.
It's too late, Mater. I can't save him. He's made his choice.
The cult of Cosmos never gave him one. We've thought him dead once. And you're choosing to kill him again.
I should go. Brasidas won't wait for long. Run with me, my friend.
Πού καν λάβεις τούτο.
Send these Athenians to Hades! This fight is between you and me.
And it is one you cannot win.
If Brasidas dies, his blood is on your hands!
His, yours, and every one of your friends!
Are you mad? We can still stop!
Enough! We will not stop!
I don't want to kill you, Alexios! But I will stop you!
I'm dying.
Continue. One of us will die.
Isn't that the point?
I found Mother.
Finally reunited, only to lose each other again!
legend in the making. I don't know which one that one is. I think that's the finishing episode 7 or something.
You're cold-blooded. I would have done the same at Pylos. Of course. That's not the first time you cast me away to die.
Huh. So that's what they told you.
It's what I know.
So what? I'm a prisoner until I'm killed?
That's the plan. Or I could come in there and end you anytime I please. But before that, tell me what you know.
I thought your cultists told you everything. Sounds like you're on their side, but they're not on yours.
You think I'm just a puppet? Then prove it to me. Tell me why I'm on the wrong side. Convince me. I dare you.
What do you want to know?
Everything you claim to be true. But after this, I kill you. Why was I abandoned that night on the mountain?
Abandoned you? Is that what you call it?
There's no other name for what you did to me. I was left to die.
We tried to save you.
They decreed my fate, and you accepted it.
No one told you that I tried to save you. I ran to catch you. I killed an elder. That ended my life too.
Always trying to play the hero. It wasn't enough then, and it isn't enough now.
I did everything I could, and I'm doing the same today.
It's too late. There's nothing you could say to make me feel like family.
Listen, after you and the Elder fell, they threw me off Mount Taietos too. Pater let me go. It was his duty.
You were abandoned too?
Yes.
But we both survived. Against their wishes.
We did. We're alive.
Maybe it serves them right.
Themos, we've been searching for you.
And you are here... in the gutter. I heard shouting. It's nothing.
Leave. Now! This was not your action to take, boy.
Do whatever you want with her. I intend to. Now go.
Keep in mind, you put yourself in the cell.
I don't recall doing that.
You have to understand. This is all for Athens, Cassandra. Pericles would have impoverished the entire city. The people were living in squalor.
So you had him murdered?
You can't find the perfect yolk without breaking some of the quail's eggs. He wasn't right for us.
Killing your adversaries proves what kind of leader you are.
Oh, I'm just getting started. If only you'd be around to watch.
Come into the cell. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Let's see what happens.
Fortunately for me, there are other fires I need to extinguish.
I have heard word of revolt.
Already? That was fast.
I have a plan. They can't revolt if they're dead.
I don't know how you can take on a band of rebels if you refuse to fight this one.
The act itself is out of my hands. The vote has been cast. What did I tell you? The people have given me their blessing. I use their power.
That's not democracy.
I thought politics was a game to you, remember? It is. And I play to win.
Fuck you, Cleon.
I'm not alone in this. The people of Athens have spoken without me lifting a finger. That is how you treat rebellion.
They don't know what they're agreeing to.
You helped me in Athens, even willingly. If only you were more like your brother now.
A pity.
The cult wins, Cassandra. Now, I have to see about the boat heading to Mytilene. Its people are in for a rude awakening. Huh?
By the power of the gods, halt!
Good timing.
Interesting. Death may be the greatest of human blessings after all.
At least you tried.
Surely it's the thought that counts. Thank the gods you are alive, Cassandra.
If those guards are not the last, I say we need to...
Wait. We need to talk about Cleon.
Socrates is onto that Malaka. We know what he is doing.
Be brief. Her equipment, Varnavas. Come, Varnavas. Cassandra, meet us at Pericles' residence. There we'll discuss all we know.
The steps to the Parthenon are long and built on corpses.
Come, proud one.
Now, out of the way.
You made it.
Of course I did.
Varnavas was ready to go after you again.
Like he said, it's the thought that counts, right?
Apparently. Come, the others are waiting.
We were worried you wouldn't make it. Especially with every Athenian guard looking for you.
Cleon will have to do more than that to stop me. What's all this?
We've begun working on a plan to take down Cleon.
Although I hardly call it a plan. Lots of talking, not much action.
So, you're taking down Cleon. Tell me the plan.
It won't be simple. His death would disrupt the peace and be worse for Athens.
He's right. We must discredit him first. Aristophanes apparently has some play he thinks will do the job.
Some play? It is so much more than that.
Oh, don't get your tunic in a twist. I just don't see why we can't all love each other. It's so much more fun that way.
What's so special about the play? Will your famous orange ape impression be making an appearance?
Ha! Funnily enough, that was the inspiration.
Isn't it a risk to show him in a bad light in front of his admirers?
I think the play will change their minds. Good art is risky, but my plan will work.
We can't just sit around. Cleon is sending a boat to Mytilene to kill the people there.
The people trust Cleon. They'll vote for whatever action he puts forth.
But that does not mean we plan to do nothing.
Taking down Cleon won't be easy. But with your help, it will be possible.
I should have stayed. Someone needed to stop Cleon.
Fools look backwards in times like these. And you're no fool. For now, we work to save Mytilene.
So that's what all this is? Some kind of plan?
Ever since I heard Cleon speak of Mytilene, I have known something was wrong, and I have been taking steps to find out just what.
Your plan sounds promising.
One of my students is posing as a guard at the Acropolis. Apparently, Cleon is hiding something there, and has been meeting others in secret.
That's a bold move.
Desperate times.
If you believe there's something at the Acropolis that'll help, I'll find it.
I expect you'll find the proof you need of his offenses.
Where do you need me to go?
To the western section of the Acropolis Sanctuary.
Anything else you can tell me about where to look?
What I know is Cleon's always loved the statue of Athena.
Sounds like a good place. I'll find something at the Acropolis that Cleon won't be a-
Good. I'm headed soon to...
I'll be quick.
Okay, that's enough for tonight. I'm too tired.